Hello, hello. My name is Rita Fleming, and I'm excited to host this call today. We're going to be chatting about our ULT, which is our Health Transformation Program. And my background and passion is in regenerative health, which really just means tapping into our body's own healing capabilities, which is a beautiful thing. And the reason I aligned with this program is because it covered and touched all of my passions and all of the bases that I think are integral and so important to health. One of which is soil health. And soil health is the foundation of all health. So, all of the medicinal properties that we get from plants come from the soil. And so, plants all contain alkaloids, which are the anti-cancerous, anti-diabetic, all of these things that are help our body to go into that natural healing and repair. And since glyphosate was introduced into our environment in 1975, what we saw is it's actually an antibiotic. And so it kills off that soil health. And soil health is based in the foundation of all the microbial health, microfungi and microbacteria. And those are what digest the nutrients for the plants and then for us to absorb. And so what we've seen is since the 1970s is a huge spike and increase in different chronic conditions, including autoimmune, degenerative things, Alzheimer's, so many different things, cancers. And what Dr. Zach Bush's clinic is really proving and finding and studying is that this glyphosate, which again is a pesticide and herbicide that's introduced into our industrial agriculture, what it does is it actually kills off those healthy soil microbes. And in turn, it also kills off our healthy gut microbiome. And so now what we're seeing is we're just not getting the nutrients that we need. And we're also not absorbing them. So the reason I love this program is because it's covering all of your foundations of health. It's covering that cellular nutrition and energy. And we're flooding the body with alkalinity. And what I love about Dave and Amy, who are the visionaries who created this program, is they really saw what we were facing. And they really started to work with the farmers and address the soil health and really support all of these capacities. So what the program looks like is you're flooding your body with nutrient-rich superfoods. And those are wind dehydrated at 86 degrees. They're vine ripened, which is so rare. Even the foods that we're getting at the grocery store, most of them are not vine ripened. They're shipped in from all over. And so it's just next level quality. And then again, they're addressing that soil health. So we're actually receiving that nutrition. And I, am one of the few people that was lucky to have grown up on organic food and had access to permaculture farming and all of these things. And I was still feeling incredibly depleted. And I was praying for a solution and an answer, like, what am I missing? I'm doing all of the right things. I'm taking, all of my vitamins and getting everything that I think I need, but I felt depleted. And within a few days of just having this shake introduced into my life, I finally felt like I wasn't missing something anymore. And then after a few months, I really came home to myself and I got back into my athleticism and fitness that I was in 15 years ago in high school. And that was like the first time I'd come home to myself in that way. So again, it's a beautiful protocol. It's 30 days. We're flooding our body with that nutrition. We're rebuilding with plant-based aminos. And another thing that we've learned is glyphosate blocks our absorption of our essential amino acids. So we're seeing people are degenerating each generation because we're just not getting those building blocks of life, which is impacting all of our health. So what I love about this is these plant-based aminos are 99% bioavailable and they're absorbed straight into your muscles. And because of that, it's taking the pressure off of your kidneys, which are the foundation of regenerative health, are our kidneys. And then it's taking that pressure off of our liver. And so it's really allowing the liver and the kidneys to rebuild just by taking that pressure off. And then it's flooding the body, the muscles, the skin, the hair, the brain, the nervous system with those rebuilding blocks. And a lot of athletes love them because it's going to be helping to support that repair after exercise. And I work with so many people who have also noticed that even if they're not exercising, they're still getting this rebuilding, toning effect of actually building muscles and burning fat as well, including that any fat that's congested in the liver. So that's why I love those. And then we move on and we're working with our gut microbiome support, which again is just helping us to absorb our nutrients. And it's pulling that glyphosate out of the body. And that glyphosate acts as an antibiotic, which is killing off that gut microbiome. And so much of our hormone health and immune function is based in our gut, our serotonin production, all of these things that are so important. And so as we pull that glyphosate out, the gut can start to repair its natural biodiversity. And gut health is just responsible for so much of our physical and emotional well-being. And then the final aspect is our tart cherry juice. And that is getting our kidneys filtering, which again is the foundation of regenerative health, because we're eliminating any lymphatic congestion that is stored interstitially from the brain to the organs to the toes. And we're opening up that elimination channel. And then the tart cherry juice also helps with deep sleep. And so it's really important to get into that deep sleep for recovery and repair. And it's full of antioxidants, and I love it. So my story was I wasn't sleeping very well before I introduced this in. I'd wake up at like 3 a.m, and now I sleep all the way through the night. So those are the basic main components, and you're just flooding your body with all of this nutrition. You know, I like to do it twice a day throughout that whole 30 days. And then you're just adding in fresh fruits and veggies, and you really don't have to take anything else out. You can just incorporate this in, and other things will naturally start to fall away that are not serving us, because you're actually getting that nourishment, that baseline nourishment. So that is our 30-day transformation program. And you get lots of beautiful support from our community. So myself, Carrie Drinkwine, Mary, Carrie Tidwell, we're all regenerative detoxification specialists, and it's our background and our passion. And we love this work because it unites our passion for the earth and soil health with our passion for health and regeneration. And so it's really our mission to get that out to the world and help as many people as we can. So whoever invited you to this call, they invited you because they love you and they care about you. And please get back in touch with them if you have any questions or if you'd like to learn more. And I'd love to just go over any questions here if anybody has anything in relationship specifically to our 30-day transformation.
I can ask a question. I've been doing this since October. And when I started, I quit coffee, and I'm still off. And can you say why coffee shouldn't be brought back in? And I don't miss it. And I drink coffee. I'm 62, so I drink coffee for about 45 years. So if you can address that.
I love that question so much, Lori. And again, you don't have to eliminate coffee, but one reason that I like to is because coffee can be hard on our adrenal health, and our adrenal glands are in charge of not only our energy production, you know, how much energy we have throughout the day, but they're also in charge of our neurotransmitter production, so our nervous system health. And our adrenals, they get stressed and taxed when we have acidic forming foods, including coffee. And they also get taxed when we're under a lot of stress or when there's a lot of pain and inflammation in the body, because the adrenals are producing our corticosteroids that address pain and inflammation. And so they can get overburdened. So really, anytime there's kind of adrenal weakness, there's usually some form of chronic pain or something else going on as well. And you want to address that root cause of that pain, which is getting that acidosis out of the body and bringing that alkalinity into the body. And that alkalinity, you can imagine it's like a cucumber on a burn, it's just cooling and soothing. And when we get that body into an alkaline chemistry, that's when the body goes into its own self-healing and self-repair. And that's how I was able to regenerate my own body after a severe car accident, is by getting that alkaline chemistry. And so with the adrenals specifically, it's nice to take a pause on things that are overstimulating to them so that they can rebuild and nourish. And we have amazing things that you can add on, like our Can't Beat This. I take it, every day before I work out, and it's oxygenating and it's energizing to the cells. And then it has adaptogenic herbs in it. So it's actually working on supporting that adrenal health. And if, adrenal health is something that that you're working on, again, we have our Be Energetic, which also is working on restoring that adrenal vitality. And so our goal is to kind of take away these excess stimulations and bring our body back into its own energy producing abilities. So that's where it can be nice to take a little pause and then flood that body with the fresh fruits and herbs that are restoring to the adrenals and the nervous system. Is that helpful?
Yes, I'm really glad that I stopped coffee. I don't know if I'll stop it forever. And what I really liked was how you address that. We don't have to stop it, but it's, recommended for a while. And that's what I love about this whole protocol. You can adapt it to however you want into your lifestyle, because it's going to help. And I like that, like, it isn't like it has to be this way. It can, you just adapt it in, and then after a while, maybe you make a decision to let something go or not, but it's still going to help no matter what. And that's what I really like. So I thank you.
I love that point, Lori. And that's why I love this work so much, is it's just, what are the core foundational principles that would really benefit all of us? And how can we bring those into our life and add them in? So rather than thinking of any kind of restriction, it's more like, wow, deep, deep cellular nourishment. And it's amazing at an emotional level and a physical level what naturally starts to fall away. That we just don't want anymore once you get that baseline nourishment met, which right now, currently, just with our current food system, it's hard to get that baseline met. So thanks, Lori. I appreciate that reflection. And if anyone has any other questions or comments in regards to the program.
I will add something. I will just say that I will be doing my third ULT coming up probably in the next few weeks, starting a little bit later after everyone else. But and continuously having aside after the cleanse, I've been adding on keeping this lifestyle. I've noticed that it's now been kind of something that's really helped me, as like you said, kind of filter your own lifestyle, and it's been helping me just kind of reduce other things that I was eating, not necessarily just like forcing myself to stop eating it or like adding it, but it just slowly to where it doesn't serve a purpose anymore. I was a snacker all the time at night, eat popcorn, eat all the candy, all the snacks. But now it's like a mindset like, okay, well, if I want something sweet, I'll do an apothecary, aloe vera juice, aloe digest, and the ionic elements, which will help my body just kind of relax throughout the night rather than some juice or, a San Pelli. So it's been helping fluctuate on that intake as well. So it's been helping. It's been a really great healing aspect of just like not forcing myself to quit things, but helping just kind of my body to really repel it like a magnet if it's not needed.
I love that. Thanks for that reflection. And that's, again, one of the reasons why I love this program so much. I used to work, on more intensive deep dives for cellular regeneration, and it was hard. It's hard to make those big shifts and big jumps. And our brain can only make little tiny jumps at a time. And so this is just one baby step after the next baby step after the next baby step. And like Rakaira was saying, it's actually fun and easy, So that's why I enjoy this as well. So thank you all so much for taking time today. I wanted to keep that short and sweet and just hear from a few other people's voices. But again, the main components are you're just flooding your body with nutrition, deep micronutrients that we're not getting access to on a daily basis. We're rebuilding the tissues with those plant-based amino acids, so supporting that skin production, the muscles, the hair, our organs. We're repairing and working with that gut microbiome so it can restore its natural balance while getting those heavy metals and glyphosate out. And then we're supporting that deep rest and that kidney filtration. And your first 10 days, you're just easing in, adding those superfoods in. Your middle 10 days, you can clean it up a little bit deeper if you want to, adding in more fresh fruits and veggies, and then adding in a parasite cleanse, which is really powerful for emotional well-being, mental well-being, and physical well-being. And then those last 10 days, you're just finding that baseline for you. It's like creating a clean slate where you can start to listen to your body again. What is serving me? What is not serving me? And that's the point of this, is to just tap back into our own nature's intelligence and our body's own intelligence of what's really serving us. And this is beautiful for, athletes, for mamas, pregnant nursing mamas. The only thing that you won't take as a pregnant or nursing mama is the parasite cleanse. You just pause, give that to your partner, or come back to it later. But everything else is deeply nourishing. So yeah, please connect in with the person that invited you here so we can really support you on a specific protocol in alignment with your goals and your needs and what you're wanting to address. So thank you so much for being here, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you, Rita.
Thank you.